How to always be taken care of. Hi guys, I'm Ian McMinn and this is Path to I Am. How to always be taken care of. The infamous, famous quote, "Seek ye first the kingdom, and all else shall be given unto you." It's really interesting because I think it really gets to simplify how we get to live our lives, which is seek that internal abode, that internal home, that internal place where you're taken care of, where you allow yourself to calm and return to that knowing state, which is the simple knowledge that I am. It's the most fundamental piece of who we are. That if we rest in that and spend enough time in that, it's going to click deep down through our bodies. So I've received comments recently on videos where there's more of an intellectual understanding, and I totally understand. But there's not this deeper one yet. And so this is why I talk about letting this seep into your reality. Because when you really let yourself return home and you let it really sink all the way through your body, then it clicks at some point. As some advice I gave in the comments, set a timer and just close your eyes and essentially meditate with just this knowledge that I am. And if it doesn't click in that time, we'll do another round with that timer, do another 20 minutes, and so on. And just playing around with this, because when we get to come from that center, we get to live righteously. And the mystical interpretation we could say of that is living righteously is when you return to your internal state of completion, which is from this simple knowing that I am, this simple awareness, and allowing that to absolve you, to get you back in alignment, to where you feel that you're healthy, and you feel that you're loved, and you feel that you're provided for financially. And so all of these different things, that's really what fulfillment is, right? Where internally you feel that all of your boxes are checked and you just get to be present. And so that's actually a state of letting go. And so just allow this, for those where it doesn't click yet, allow this to resonate with you. Obviously keeping in mind, this is what I coach on, so I help people do this. So if you want personal help, you can reach out and you can hop on with me for a session. But yeah, if you're doing it on your own, give yourself time to really get comfortable with this, because this is a big shift. This is a huge shift. It's so simple and subtle, but it's huge. And when you're in that kingdom, seek ye first the kingdom, well, all other things will be given unto you. Everything else will be taken care of. And so a simple way that this works is, well, when you give yourself internally those nutrients, if we could think of it like giving yourself nutrients to where you're fully nourished in the internal sense, right? Kind of the more energetic or state-based way. Then you can show up and you can go, okay, what's next? Is it time for breakfast? Is it time for this? Is it time for that? And let me start taking action. Let me start playing around, because I'm going to start taking action from that fulfilled place, and I may get hobbled. I may get lost back in the dream, but that's okay. It's just a game. We're just playing around. But really, once that first initial shift happens, everything after that can change, because then I can start returning and staying in that, returning and staying in that, and so forth, right? So this is how always to be taken care of. It's to give yourself, to be your own greatest ally. because external conditions may not always offer us, right, what we're needing. And that's the idea is, and this is the trick. This is why my approach and this kind of mystical approach is different, is you want to shift into that internal I am awareness, and you create that relationship with the kingdom within you now, and then things get to start filling in with your external reality. But at the end of the day, stuff happens in life, and you want to always be able to be there for yourself, to be your own best friend. And so that's why I think this is important. Like for me, I'm a sensitive guy, right? It may not seem that way, but I can go through a negative experience and it can really affect me. But because I have, I get to live from this place, my life gets to be fantastic. And there's no obstacle that is going to change my fulfillment. In yesterday's video, I shared about being kind in the taming of your mind. Be kind to yourself. Yesterday was a day where I was hobbled. Things were just off. But it was great because when I got to finally stabilize and return to this I am awareness, to this kingdom, my understanding is deeper. I've grown a lot just from a day. And so, and I cherish that fulfillment, getting to lead my life from this place so much more. And it leads to greater creativity. It leads to things lining up. It leads to awesome, fun action taking and so on. So to me, yeah, all else will be given unto you. But first, you have to seek ye first the kingdom. Create that internal state for yourself. So this is how to always be taken care of. I'm Ian McMinn, and this is Path to I Am. I have a few links in the description just to go through them. The first is for my website, McMinn Consulting. You can check me out, reach out to me on there if you like. I have a link in the description for a 30-minute session. I have a link in the description for a 60-minute session, a link for donations in case you like that, and like to show thanks that way. And last but not least, I have a link for my podcast, which has its own distinct episodes. And just further housekeeping as well, is in the comments, we're starting to kind of starting to have some real, lots of comments come up. My goal, at least for now, is to always respond when people just are thankful and appreciative. As far as questions, I may answer some here and there. But yeah, so you'll see me liking and hearting and saying thank you to people that are feeling the love and are thanking me and expressing appreciation. And then for the questions, it will just kind of be more based on what I feel, and I will not be answering all questions. So yeah, but anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this today. This is how to always be taken care of.